What is going on, guys? Craig 1287 here, bringing you some footage with the M5k. This is, of course, post-patch. At this point, I had finally unlocked the extended mag for it, and the Cobra sight, which was pretty much a necessity for this gun. I was not a fan of this gun before the patch. I despised it with a great and utter passion of hatred, and is just in this server that I was in. This is round, I don't know, 7 or 8 with this group, with this same team. And I think actually at the end of the round before this, I got auto-balanced to the other team, which was the winning team for the past 7 or 8 rounds. That was just with me in there, in that server. They might have won plenty of others before it, so I was pretty fed up at this point trying to unlock the stuff for this gun, in addition to always being MVP on the losing team. And finally, I, in this round, end up, spoiler alert, but getting on the winning team, which was a pleasant change. So I decided I'd finally be able to upload some footage showing this gun off, and really wanted to talk about not so much the gameplay of this, but the Simthic. The guys over there have come up with all of the actual value changes of the patch. Obviously, you know, the Dice's patch notes showed things such as, you know, we in a short an increase in short reload time, or a slight reduce in short reload time, you know, things like that, but we don't really know exactly how much. So thankfully those Synthic guys have a ton of free time and dedication to getting this info out there. I will have a link to this page in the description of this video, but I'll just go through it real quick. The heavy barrel obviously had the drop-off end on all the 5.56 assault rifles and light machine guns. So basically all the weapons that do 25 to 18.4 damage. It has, the drop-off range has moved from 75 meters to now 65 meters. The suppressor, the drop-off ending on all carbines, light machine guns, and assault rifles for all calibers of bullets has been increased from 30 meters to 35 meters. The drop-off ending for suppressors on semi-automatic sniper rifles has been reduced from 55 meters to 35 meters, so pretty significant there. There's some changes with the bipod buffs, but he doesn't really go into too much specific with that. Yet at the top he goes into it with each individual weapon. So some of the changes in reload times. Assault rifles don't see too much change in much aside from the reload times. So AEK, for each of these, I'll just do the short reload time and then the long reload time unless stated otherwise. So for AEK, it goes from short 2.65 down to 2.55, long at 3.72 down to 3.68. So, you know, and this is going to be pretty clear for the rest of these. They're very, very minor changes. That was a change for the short of 0.1 second, and for the long, looks like 0.04. Yeah, 0.04 seconds. So, you know, nothing noticeable really at all. Again, this is for aesthetic changes so that the reload animations really match up with when you're able to fire. Not really to make these things balanced, more or less nerfed or anything of that sort. And here in the video I completely forgot that I switched to the M1911 because it is one of the pistols that received a change. So I thought I'd be able to take those guys out with Magnum, but I did not have said Magnum. Alright, back to the assault rifle reload times. For the AK-74M, its short has been reduced from 2.2 down to 2.1. Long reload 3.2 down to 3.1, so, you know, 0.1 second faster for those. AN-94 has gone from a short reload of 2.6 down to 2.45. Long reload of 3.5 down to 3.3. So a little more significant, but still barely noticeable. The AUG's long reload has gone from 3 seconds down to 2.9. No change on its short reload. The FAMAS, which I was hoping, you know, when those fake, old, leaked patch notes came out, you know, the FAMAS was looking to get a pretty significant buff, but sadly it has not. Its short reload time has gone from 3.2 down to 3.05, so only 0.15 faster, and no change to its long reload, so that's kind of a bummer. And it's got some changes to the bipod, but honestly I'm not going to mention anything on the bipod. You guys shouldn't be running bipods, especially on assault rifles, but even on LMGs. I just don't care. If you want to check it out, go check it out, but you guys should be on the move, not camping. So okay, F2000 short reload 2.65 down to 2.5, long reload 3.6 to 3.5 seconds. So again, not too big a change. G3 A3 short reload 2.1 down to 2.0, long reload 3.4 down to 3.3. You know, pretty standard stuff. KH2002 long reload. You know, the KH2002 was up there with the FAMAS. It was the second longest reload. So again, expected a big change. Didn't really get that. Its long reload went from 3.65 to 3.4. So, you know, it's a ever so slight change, and nothing to its short reload. So still probably going to steer clear of that gun. L85A2, its long reload has gone from 3.4 down to 3.35, so just a change of 0.05. No change to its short reload. Now, the M16A3, the gun that, you know, most people are probably curious about, its recoil has increased from the to the right 0.3 to 0.4, so fairly significant. I mean, that's a 33.3 repeating, of course, increase. And then its recoil up has gone from 0.25 to 0.26. So that barely anything, but its right recoil has definitely gone up fairly significantly. And its competition towards the M416, it's pretty much in my opinion, the M416 is going to be my go-to gun if I'm ever, you know, trying to try hard or in a competition or just anything of that sort. For the M16A4, this is the version that has 3-shot burst and single shot, no full auto. Its recoil to the right has gone from 0.225 up to 0.3, so a slight increase. However, its recoil vertically has gone from 0.28 down to 0.26, so it at range is actually on par with the M16A3. Their vertical recoils are both 0.26. As for the M416, its recoil to the right is going from 0.3 down to 0.2, which is nice. Recoil to the left has gone up from 0.1 to 0.15. So that's, yeah, it's got to have something negative going towards it now. Its recoil vertically is at 0.28 down to 0.26, and its initial multiplier for that first shot has gone from 2.0 down to 1.8. It also has seen a change with its reload. Its short reload has gone from 1.9 to 1.75 seconds, so a slight increase. No change to its long reload. For the Scar L, again, this is the assault rifle version. Its short reload is 2.5 down to 2.35, and its long reload has seen a decrease from 3.1 seconds down to just 3 seconds flat. That's all the changes there are for the assault rifles. Now for the carbines, there's only a few changes there, but these are all pretty interesting changes that I'm pretty interested in. The G36C has seen its recoil vertically reduced from 0.3 down to 0.28, and its initial multiplier for that first shot, it has gone down fairly significantly from 2.2 down to 1.8. So that's pretty interesting. I'll try to have a video up with that gun soon, as that's one of my most used guns overall, and definitely one of my favorites, just from a, you know, it was a gun that was in Battlefield 2. I've liked the G36 in pretty much every gun in every game that it's been in all of its variants, the C, the E, all those variants. So I'll be checking that out soon. The QBZ, another gun that I really like just because of its pure, just beastly accuracy. It has seen an ADS, that is aim down sight spread. So that's when you're aiming down sight, the bullet spread, nothing to do with recoil, it has gone down, which actually means that the spread is tighter. It's gone from 0.5 to 0.4. Apparently that is due to a bug fix, so that is a good thing indeed. The short reload for the QBZ has gone from 2.5 down to 2.3, and long reload 3.1 down to 2.9. For the M4A1, this is one of the nerfs DICE was making for this patch. Its recoil to the right has gone from 0.3 to 0.4, same as the M16A3, and its recoil vertically has also gone from 0.25 to 0.26, same as the M16A3. Its short reload has gone from 1.9 down to 1.85, barely any decrease there, and long reload at 2.6 to 2.48. Then the M4 burst version, not the A1, it has seen a recoil to the right increase from 0.225 to 0.3, same as the 3-shot burst M16A4. And its recoil vertically has gone from 0.28 down to 0.26, so a slight decrease in its recoil there. Its short reload has gone from 1.9 to 1.85. Its long reload 2.6 to 2.48. So very similar, if not identical, to the M16 versions. The SG553, pretty hyped about this one. Its recoil to the right has gone from 0.5 to 0.4, which is nice because that right recoil was pretty intense. Now it puts it, on par with some of the other weapons in the engineer class. Its recoil to the left has gone from 0.3 to 0.2, so its vertical recoil is still very manageable, and its horizontal both left and right have gone down quite a bit, so gonna definitely be checking this gun out, as it's just a all-around good gun, and for those that played Counter-Strike back in the day, it holds that nostalgia value there. The Scar H has seen its short reload increased from 2.25 to 2.35, and its long reload decreased from 2.85 down to 2.75. That's all for the carbines. Now the LMGs, gonna go through this one pretty quick as nobody really uses the LMGs. I'm not a big fan of them, so we'll go through quick, and it's mostly bipod changes. M27's only seen a bipod change. The M249, M240 Bravo, and M60 have all seen aim down sight spreads reduced from 0.6 to 0.5, which is pretty nice. Maybe they won't suck as much. And then the PKP has seen an ADS spread of 0.6 to 0.5, same as the previous ones, but it's also seen a reload time of 5.5 down to 5.38. The Type 88 LMG has seen a ADS spread reduction, the same as the previous ones. Don't know why he put this in separate, I guess because of the bipod multiplier, but 0.6 down to 0.5. As for the MG36, its vertical recoil is going down from 0.45 to 0.4. Its short reload time 3 seconds down to 2.8. Long reload time at 4.7 seconds. Pretty hefty for the this weapon, down to 4.6 seconds. The RPK had a alteration when using the heavy barrel. Its vertical recoil is at 1.1 times, spread at 0.5 times, and hip spread at 1.143 times. So that's pretty interesting. The QBB95's short reload time gone from 4.6 seconds down to 4.5 seconds. Sniper rifles, I'm just not going to cover them. Sorry guys, you know me, I don't like snipers, so I'm just going to avoid all of that. And if you're interested in that, you can go check that out. Again, link to this page provided in the video's description. Now, pistols. No change to the G18, G17C, M9, or MP443 Grotch, or however that's pronounced. The 44 Magnum has seen a rate of fire decrease of 180 rounds per minute down to 160. The gun still shoots fairly quick, and there's really no significant change there. It's still a very, very capable weapon, and its reload time has been decreased from 4 seconds down to 3.9, so still pretty darn significant for being a pistol. Secondary weapon, that's a hell of a reload still, so that kind of sucks. The M9 has seen its max damage dropped from 25 at close range down to 20 at most, so that's pretty significant. It's going to be, a one-shot kill a lot less than it was before, and its drop-off range will now start at 8 meters rather than 12 meters. And its initial recoil, to make up for this damage drop, its initial recoil multiplier has gone from 2.0 down to 1.5. So, that's a 25% decrease, which is pretty nice. I'll try that gun out, but I think I'm going to still end up sticking with the 44 Magnum for the most of the time. The MP412, that is the Rex, the other revolver, has seen its reload time decreased from 3.75 seconds down to 3.4 seconds, and its rate of fire has been increased from 220 rounds per minute to 255. That seems like a fairly large gap now between those two. Again, rate of fire for the 44 Magnum is now 160, and for the Rex it is 255. Fairly big gap, so I think more people are going to start using the Rex, so I'll have to check that out, see how that plays. The M1911 has received a minimum damage increase of 13.75 to 14.3. That is almost not even noticeable. That's very insignificant. I was real let down by this. I thought I was going to see a fairly drastic increase, especially with its max damage at close range, but sadly not, and its short reload has gone from 2.1 down to 2.05. For the PDWs, we've got the UMP45 has seen a max damage increase from 25 up to 34. Minimum damage is dropped from 13.75 to 12.5, and its damage drop-off will end now at 40 meters rather than 50 meters. So it's kind of been nerfed at far range and buffed at close range. The PP2000's short reload has been decreased from 2.55 to 2.45. Long reload decreased 3.5 down to 3.45. The M5k now has the 3-shot burst, and of course its max damage has gone, in this video you can see, from 20 to 25. So that's pretty nice. The gun still sucks in my opinion. The P90's long reload has gone from 2.9 up to 3 seconds flat. The MP7's long reload has gone from 2.7 down to 2.6, and the ASVAL has seen a short reload increase of 1.6 up to 1.7, and long reload increase 2.7 up to 2.85. The PDWR's drop-off now starts at 8 meters rather than 4 meters. Moving on to shotguns. Buckshot, max damage has now gone from 16 per pellet to 18. The M320 Buck underbarrel's damage drop-off now starts at 8 meters over 4 meters, and the pellet spread has dropped from 2.5 to 2. Definitely going to check that out since the patch. Frag rounds, inner blast radius has gone up from 1.5 meters to 2 meters, and the outer blast radius has been decreased from 3.5 meters to 2.5 meters. The MK3A1, which is the dreaded gun that everybody hates from Gunmaster, has seen a short reload go from 3.6 to 3.45, and a long reload go from 4.5 down to 4.1. Oh, that was a lot of info, and there's, still a few changes that I didn't even list with the snipers and the LMGs, and it goes into some more detail with some bugs that still exist, like the suppression effects on the M16 that's kind of made that gun still be a little OP, and some of the changes with the weapons on vehicles. So check the thing out. I am done talking. I'm so glad it worked out. Have a good one. Ta-ta.